Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Brian Stack, and I'm president of the Ireland-US Council. This is our 20th year in organizing these Palm Beach meetings. But I must tell you that they would not have happened at all if Council President Emeritus Mike Gibbons and his wife Cynthia did not make such enormous effort. This is a very neat way for me to ask Mike to come up here to the podium and marshal these proceedings. Thank you very much indeed, Mike.
Now, what is the Ireland-US Council? People do ask that. My best explanation of it is that when Ireland came to President Kennedy to ask for help in the economic help mainly in building Ireland, he pulled together advisors, and the US government advised Ireland. They had to do many things to get ready to share in these big multinationals and the American corporations that were looking for a presence in Europe. And he advised them to improve their university systems, their infrastructure, to lower their corporate tax rate, to have a light touch of regulation, and on and on. And so since then, I would say there probably are 600 or 700 American corporations with a presence in Ireland. And before that, all the corporations would fly over Ireland and have a presence in Europe. Those that are interested in promoting the ties of culture and business ties between Ireland and America, the Council plays a part in that. And so we have members on both sides of the ocean, and we get together frequently. I have the great pleasure here to introduce the Consul General from Ireland. And his name is Paul Gleeson.
It's great to be here for another one, and we are very conscious of the role that the Ireland-US Council plays in fostering debate and dialogue and deeper understanding, the things that are at the heart of our transatlantic relationship, and providing that impetus to grow the relationship still further. It is something that we are hugely appreciative of, and it is the work, of course, of embassies and consulates too. We know your help has been so tremendous through all these years in so many ways, in talking to your colleagues about Ireland as a place to invest and do business, in helping make introductions for Irish companies coming here and seeking new markets, in promoting Irish culture and talking about Ireland as a place to visit and as a place to study. We are hugely grateful for those and thousands of other ways in which you have helped Ireland over the last period. So thank you for that. Thank you for your warm welcome here today. I hope you enjoy the St. Patrick's Day season that is to come. I'm gearing myself to taste those green grits they serve us in Savannah for the very first time. I've built up the courage to do it this year, but wherever you are for St. Patrick's Day, I hope you have a magnificent one, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this weekend as well. Thank you.
I have the pleasure now of introducing you to Roy Adair. Roy is the CEO of the Belfast Harbour Commissioners, and Roy also wears another hat as chairman of Northern Ireland Connections. And he's all the way over here from Belfast, and so let's give a warm welcome to Roy Adair.
Today I'm here to talk to you about Northern Irish Connections and the honour and the privilege that I have as serving as its chair. I would like to update you on how we're moving ahead in Northern Ireland. The regular visitors to Northern Ireland in the room will have seen the changes. From our magnificent new tourist attraction, Titanic Belfast, to the huge new terminal we at the harbour have developed to create a brand new industry providing some 300 jobs. Of course, they are just two examples, unmissable simply because of their physical scale. There are many more. From the upgraded Giant's Causeway, the Peace Bridge in Derry, and of course, with my chairman in the room, I cannot forget the magnificent Metropolitan Arts Centre, or the MAC as he likes to call it, in Belfast's Cathedral Quarter. There is so much goodwill for Northern Ireland around the world, and I know that is especially true of this room. What we hear time and time again is people telling us they want to help. And that is exactly what Northern Irish Connections is about. It aims to harness that goodwill to help to change the economy in Northern Ireland. We, like many regions, and our colleagues in the rest of Ireland are emerging from the Great Recession, and we intend to use the opportunities it creates to build on our successes to date. And we do have much to build on. So what do we believe the diaspora and our friends in the world can bring? Well, it's impossible not to be impressed with the success, the knowledge, and experience Irish people have whenever we meet them across the planet. And it is this knowledge and experience and the connections between our friends and home that we hope to leverage. What we want is to ask the Irish diaspora all across the world to use that expertise, offer that experience, or simply just be enthusiastic about Northern Ireland. We are calling on our friends to make a difference. We do know what we want and what we need. We need to help identify investment and trading opportunities, to identify opportunities to encourage people to bring international events and conferences to Northern Ireland or to simply visit themselves. Our universities and colleges want help with their internationalisation programmes in both research and teaching. And we also need help to support entrepreneurs and young startup businesses through sharing of expertise with our SMEs. Most of all, we need you to speak well about us. Tell people that Northern Ireland is changing. Tell them that we have confidence in ourselves and in the future. Tell them that it is a great workplace to work, to invest, to play, and to live. I am always delighted to meet people who love Ireland and people who have already made a difference, such as so many of you in the room. Thank you for that support and that you may be willing to help us by offering some more support to Northern Irish Connections. To find out more, simply look for us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or just visit our website, niconnections.com. Thank you so much for this fabulous opportunity.
Thank you very much, Roy. It's always great to see you and your lovely wife, and great to hear all that you're doing. Okay, this is a very exciting project now, and our friend Jim Houlihan, a board member of this group, is going to present what they're doing with the Irish Arts Center in New York. And Jim and Pauline are here. And Jim, are you ready to come up? Please welcome Jim Houlihan.
At this point, I would like to invite Pauline Turley from the Irish Arts Center.
I did want to agree with what great remarks that the Consul General made and about Ireland and its reputation and how important that is. I know a number of my friends here from New York have heard me say this before, but when you walk down Park Avenue, you walk past, you've got Asia Society, you've got Scandinavian Centre, you've got Alliance Française. And culture is one of our greatest assets that we have. And if we don't tell our story, no one's going to do it for us. If you're Jewish or African American, the Jewish community have 4 major museums you can take your grandkids to on the weekends in New York, and we don't. So we're going to change that. As I said, 4 Nobel Prizes for literature, world-class theatre, canon, contemporary artists such as you two, and we have to tell that story. So we have a short video which speaks to some of the programs that the Arts Centre has, such as Book Day, where we give away 10,000 books all over New York City. March is always a great time. The press comes to us to look for stories. And last year we had Colin McCann in Washington Heights giving away copies of his book in Spanish. Pete Hamill the year before giving away copies of Irish literature in Chinese. It's about bringing Irish culture to Americans of all backgrounds so that we can tell our story and what's great about it. So besides concerts and theatres, plays, literature events, we teach over 40 classes a week in Irish language, history, music and dance. And we believe in sharing Irish culture with Americans of all backgrounds. So you'll see in the video too, we have a festival, over 6,000 New Yorkers on Manhattan's West Side, all river dancing themselves to death on the Hudson River. But you know, we really do need a place to celebrate what's great about being from Ireland and everything that Ireland has to offer, and to capture important conversations and debates with leaders in the arts, media, business, and to keep positive stories like the Consul General was saying about Ireland and her cultural wealth in the New York Times and the Washington Post. But it's more than just a building. It's about building the infrastructure for Irish America so that we can build bridges between similar organisations in other parts of the country, that we can tour great work that's coming from Ireland and Irish America. And most importantly, we can capture the concerts and conversations, plays and debates, and use the latest technology that can bring those conversations about Irish America right to your home, to the tips of your fingers, wherever you may be in the world.
And the last thing I'd ask you to do is to give. Give me your hands, give me your hearts, give me your minds. And yes, we do need money to finish this project, but I guarantee you that if you participate, it's something that you're going to be proud of for the rest of your lives. Thank you.